Yo, what's up, guys? I got my other two fixtures in the mail today. Um, just finished clearing more stuff in the back. You can see how open it's getting. It's amazing, actually. Just ran out of gas, or sorry, two-stroke oil, so I had to go to Lowe's and get some bar and chain lube and some oil. And I need to figure out, off topic, won't take long. I'm trying to see. I sharpen my own chains or my chainsaws, but I'm not an expert at this. And this Craftsman, if anybody knows, it calls for 0.25 as far as the chain, or sorry, 0.3 I think it is, as far as the chain goes when I cut it. And when I cut it at that, it's sharp. It lasts a long time. It cuts. But I have a Husqvarna and bigger engine, like a 22 or 20-inch bar or whatever, and it calls for 0.325, and that's what it's at right now, 0.325. And every time I cut it, when the chainsaw goes into wood, it cuts at an angle, like it pulls the bar sideways, like a slash, on a keyboard. And it doesn't cut right. I'm not sure why it's doing that. I have 4 chains, and every time I sharpen them, they all do that, and I can't cut with that damn thing. So if anybody knows why the chain would pull like that for the Husqvarna, let me know. So anyway, on to lighting. These two fixtures I just got. I bought them on eBay for $40 a pop, free shipping. They are the typical Lithonia reflector that you would see for, like, if you have a high pressure sodium reflector. They look just like these. The only difference is what's interesting is the 70 and the 150 watt high pressure sodium Lithonia fixtures don't come with a dusted on sensor. This one does. So I don't know if Lithonia just decided to cheap out on their later fixtures. That's what it seems like. And I like the white better than the brown color. I've seen these fixtures in brown, and I have 2 of them in brown as far as 150 HPS goes. But anyway, these are 100 watt Mercury vapor fixtures. So now I have 3 floods. I have this one I showed you guys in a prior video, and I have this one. And this is the box. If you want to see the box, I'll let you guys look at that. Comes with a glare reduction diffuser in the front. I actually kind of like that. I think it's probably going to block light though. But these floodlights, if you don't have them, they are very, very glary. The reflector and the light bulb on these things, they're right in your freaking eye. It's like LEDs kind of. It's pretty bad. So the glare reduction thing is kind of a nice feature. I'm curious to see what that looks like at nighttime. So here's the box again. Here's the side of the box. I guess it tells you different ways you can do it. You can you mount it at a wall and you got to point it down. It seems like you got to point it down on both ways. Interesting. So I know with these floodlights, this kind especially, if you point them straight out, like straight out over here, the way the V reflector is it'll actually bounce light up at the trees, which you saw in my previous video with this one. The light was pointed here, but those trees were lit up. So I guess you have to mount these things pretty high up in the air and point them down. So anyway, so now I got 3 of them. I'm going to put 2, one on each corner of the barn, one in the middle. And here's the inside of the fixture. Comes with a nice Sylvania bulb. Let me take that out. I was hoping for a clear bulb, but I guess these floodlights will probably do better with a coated bulb, because the white light is more visible than that blue-green light. But I'm probably still going to look for 100 watt clear bulbs just to see what it looks like. So I don't know if this was made in China or the United States. Probably the United States, or sorry, not the United States, Hungary or one of those countries, because it has a glass bottom, so this is probably an older light. Here's the insides and the ballast information. It is a caster ballast, 100 watt. Interesting way they put the ballast on here is they screwed it so tight that it bent the mounting bracket right here, scratched the side of the fixture, and on top of that, the screws are loose now. So they got loose, I guess, from shipping. This one is loose, so the ballast has kind of been wiggling around in here. Another interesting thing is those giant thick welds that they put right there actually damaged the reflector, so it is bent. So that means the light is going to bounce in odd directions right there. So kind of a shitty thing, but that's fine. So anyway, let's turn this puppy on. Already wired it up. Oops, got to put a bulb in there, don't I? So let's put the reflector back in. Put the bulb in. And see if this thing works. And both of these are brand new in box, never used. Wish I knew the date though. Voila, it works. So again, in person it is a very, very hot pink. On camera it's starting to turn white. It's still pretty hot, high pink in person. Cameras just cannot get these things right. So, and unfortunately I'm not in pro mode, so I forgot to record it like that. So now it's starting to look a little more greenish white. Still pink in person though. The coating on it is fairly decent. It's got a lot of black dots inside of it though. Do you see that? All these little black dots. I don't know, the coating is not that great, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems kind of poorly put on. Sorry, the reflector is, but the ballast is not screwed in, so that's why it's vibrating. Remember, the ballast was loose. So I'm trying to get this reflector in properly. Bear with me here. Guess that's good enough. Now let's put the cover on. That's pretty cool looking, isn't it? Again, the ballast is actually really quiet. It's just, it needs to be tightened. There we go. One thing I do like about this Lithonia light is it actually came with one of these little screw-in mounts. Do you know how hard these are to find? I can't find these things anywhere. They're not in Lowe's, they're not in Home Depot. Ace Hardware doesn't sell them. I can't find them online for all of these like screw-in type fixtures. And it's weird because floodlights use those type of, modern day floodlights use those. But I can't find them anywhere. So I'm actually glad that it came with this. So now I can actually get like a round box, power box or cable box or whatever, and screw it into that. So let's take the lens back off. Let me see something. See, the lens does block light. Look at the box over here and watch. You're watching the box? See the name Dusted On? Watch. So that's what I'm talking about. These refractors, or sorry, these diffusers on all of these lights, they all block light. So unfortunately, I can't take the diffuser off of this because it needs to be sealed. Man, you can actually see smoke coming out of this. Why do these ballasts smoke? All of these new fixtures, these floodlights, they smoke. See the steam coming off of that? There must be some kind of paint or glue or something on there. So I'm going to turn the light off now. But, yeah, there's my 100 watt Dusted On Mercury vapor fixture, or floodlight. Now, you know what sucks is I spent probably $200 on between this $80, the $40 for the other flood, you know, for shipping and the actual fixture itself, and then the other fixture I spent like $40 or $50 on between shipping and the actual fixture, and then the light bulbs that I just got. So between the $200, I can't really spend any money right now. So, but on Facebook Marketplace, I just found a guy who's selling antique stuff, and he has a Cobra head. And I'm not too familiar with Cobra heads, so don't quote me on what the model is, but it's definitely a 100 watt Cobra head. It has the same style like bulb like this, except it's a 100 watt bulb. Inside of it, when I asked him if he could open it up, the reflector is so clean. I mean, it is so clean, and it's so shiny. The ballast, the copper is still copper colored. It looks like it was not used, to tell you the truth. And he only wants $75 for it. So, shit. If anybody wants to donate $75 to me, yeah. So anyway, I need to figure out how I can get that fixture before I get paid, because I don't want somebody else to buy that. So, but I've been wanting a Cobra head for a while now. So, it's only a 100 watt, so that kind of sucks. But you know, I've been wanting like a 400 watt Mercury Vapor, or a 1,000 watt would be cool. But it seems like the 100s and the 175s are the most popular. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thanks again.